Hello, happy Black romance readers. Today, on this gorgeous day, I am bringing you your happy Black romance review for the week, and it happens to come from one of my favorites, Talia Hibbert. I brought you some books by Talia Hibbert last week in the Facebook group. Y'all, I am a stan. I have read like 10 of this woman's books in like 10 days. I love how she writes. When you go to her website, she tells you that she writes sexy, diverse romance, and that's exactly what she does. She's a Black British woman, and all of her heroines are Black British women, and they span the diaspora. Then all the alpha males span the world. So they could be Arabic, Indian, British white, so all the different ethnicities that live in Britain and England, she explores, but her heroines are always Black women, and they are Black women with some size on them. They are not skinny Black women. She makes sure that you know that her Black heroines are women with meat on their bones, and I appreciate that. Love to see someone like me in these books. So let me just show you. The book that we're going to focus on today is Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and I know you can see a reflection, but here we go. Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and you can even see, if you look at the cover of this book, that this woman is not a skinny woman that we're going to read about, okay? She is a very well-dressed woman. She is a beautiful, smart woman, but she is not skinny, and I love it. And, of course, you can see that the alpha male that she is going to fall in love with is actually a white guy. He's actually a white guy that rides motorcycles. It's very interesting. So, first thing that I loved about this book was that Chloe Brown is not your average Black heroine. This woman is someone who is fabulous. She comes from a rich family that has taken care of her. She runs her own media marketing firm, creating social media and websites for different clients. And she's also someone who was recently diagnosed with fibromyalgia. So she lives with chronic pain. This is one of the first romance novels where you have a heroine who is living vigorously with chronic pain. And the problem is, Chloe doesn't think she's living vigorously enough. She has a moment where her life kind of flashes before her eyes, and she realizes that she has retreated since she's gotten this diagnosis, and it's time for Chloe Brown to get a life, you know? So, hence the name of the book. Chloe has two sisters. One of them, Danny, is the follow-up book to Get a Life. So Get a Life, Chloe Brown actually came out last year. This year, in May, Get a Hint, Danny Brown came out. I will do that review later, but we're going to focus on Chloe today. So like I said, Chloe is a Black woman of means who, for the first time, is living on her own. She moves out of her parents' mansion. She moves on her own, and she decides to make a list because she's a list maker. Sounds like other people I know. She collects pretty notebooks and pens and likes to make lists and check them off, and she decides to get a life. One of those things on those lists should be to have hot sex with meaningless sex with a hot man. Okay, and so what do you know? There's a hot man right in her building superintendent, Redford, who she spies on. Because Redford is not just the building superintendent, and he isn't just a long-haired, beautiful British guy who rides motorcycles. He's also an artist because she spies on him every single night through her window and sees him shirtless painting. So she knows some things about him. But they actually hate each other in the beginning of the book. He thinks she's a snob. She thinks that he's an ass because he treats her like a snob. And so it's not until she is trying to get a cat out of a tree, she's trying to rescue a cat, that they have their meet cute and they start to form some type of a companionship that eventually moves into love. And it is a great, great story. It makes you laugh out loud. You will never forget the characters. And the sex is so hot. It's good stuff, y'all. So pick it up. Like, let's support our Black authors. Now, I know you've picked up Craving a King. Make sure you've done that. If you haven't, the link is down in the description. But after you do that, please pick up Talia Hibbert's Get a Life. Oh, let me make sure you can see it. Oh, that's my child. That's not the book cover. Give me 1 second. Make sure you pick up Get a Life, Chloe Brown. Okay? Pick this up. It is $12.99 right now. Wherever bookstore books are sold, ebook or paperback. It is a USA Today bestseller. Worth every penny. I can't wait to hear what you all think about it. And until next week, happy Black romance is the way to get away. Get away with a good book. Talk to you later.